Yes.
Yes? So we
Yes.
are basically using,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, we are basically using idioms, idioms. Okay? We are using idioms so our language sounds better. Agreed? Vanshika, keep your video on, baby. Yeah, agreed? We do that so you are able to use better words in your communication. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
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 So, Vihan,
Yes.
if I need you to use any idiom or phrase that you know of, can you use it in a sentence for me and show? Okay, Vanshika, yeah, Vanshika is ready. So, yes, we'll go with Vanshika. Yes, Vanshika.
Yes. Yeah. Yesterday, Padma mom did not reveal the cat out of the bag.
Wow, that's awesome. Yesterday, Padma ma'am did not let the cat off the bag. Cool, yes. Did not let the cat out of the bag. Means, did she actually have a bag and have a cat inside it and then she had to open the bag so the cat will come out? No, no.
No.
It's just a way of saying it. And that's a very uh, stylish way of saying it. That's what I say. Yes, Ranveer, you have a sentence. Go ahead.
Yesterday it was raining cats and dogs.
Cool. Yes. So does that mean cats and dogs are falling out of the sky? No. When we say
It was raining
cats
heavily.
and dogs, it means heavily, right? So when next time you want to say something, think of a phrase, an idiom that you can use in the sentence. Okay. So next time Vihan wants to tell someone that it's raining heavily, he's not going to say, yesterday it was raining heavily. He'll say, last evening it rained cats and dogs. Okay. Why do you learn this kind of language in English? So you can lock it up in your brains. So am I going to put one tala chabi and put it over here and say, no. It means I'm going to keep it stored in my head, in my safety vault. And baby, please use it whenever the time comes. Yes or no? Agreed? Okay. So Vihan, can you now use a phrase for me in a sentence?
The cricket match was going greater and greater.
Greater and greater is not a phrase. That's not a phrase. Oh, that's not a phrase. That's just adjectives. See, but good you brought this up. So phrase is something where a set of words mean one single word. Raining heavily.
Yes.
I'm still saying that verb, the action word, raining. But I'm not using the adverb. What am I now using? A phrase. Got it? Now, I'm not saying rained heavily. I'm saying rained heavily को हटा दिया, वहां पे डाल दिया cats and dogs. Yeah. She did not let the cat out of the bag. It simply meant she did not reveal the topic. Okay. But हमने क्या किया? Reveal the topic को हटा दिया, cat out of the bag use किया. And I like sentences with phrases. Yeah? Yes, Ranveer, you want to say something?
I thought I was in perils yesterday.
You thought you were what?
I was in perils
Perils.
yesterday.
You were in perils yesterday? Dear God, what happened?
I am just saying a sentence. Just telling a sentence.
I was just cracking a joke. I got what you said. Okay, so today's topic is about phrases. All right. Now, I want you all to take out your dictionary and look for the word intervention. Okay. Take out your dictionary. Look for the word intervention. If you think that you didn't know what the spelling is, then here it is. Let's see what it comes up with. When I say I'm going to have an intervention with you, what do I mean? Am I going to interfere in your work? Am I going to question your work? Am I going to cause trouble to your work? वंशिका, तुम्हारा माइक ऑन ऑफ होता है, तुम ही बिंदास ऑन करो और बात करो. Come on. Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, it is given in a different way. It's intervene, and the noun form of it is intervention.
Okay. So what is the meaning written there?
It is basically become involved in a situation to improve or control it or occur between events.
I can find it.
Good. You can't find it? Duh. Spelling is right here. Go ahead with the spelling and find it.
I can see the word intervention here.
So look for it in your dictionary. You will definitely find it.
I can't find it.
Okay, take care. No worries. Vanchika, can you read it once again, please?
So it intervene is basically a verb. The noun form of the verb form of intervention is intervene. It means becoming involved in a situation to improve or control it or occur between events.
Okay. Ranveer, have you understood that? Ranveer?
Ma'am, I got the intervention word.
Okay. Now you also get the meaning. Have you got the meaning? Have you understood the meaning? Children,
Yes.
have you understood the meaning?
Yes.
Understood the meaning?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Ma'am, I also got the word.
Good. Okay. Now, basically, how does intervention actually work? Okay. Ranveer, you're going to read the dictionary meaning. That's okay. Vanshika just read it a minute ago. Okay. Now, I'll explain what's going to happen today in our class. Now, usually, friends or family hold an intervention for any one person in the family. For what? I'm going to explain that. Okay. Now, intervention is done when you feel that one particular person is making some mistake or causing some trouble or getting into some problem, and one by one friend talking to that person is not working. So the group of friends or the group of the whole family, they come together and they decide, we are going to have an intervention with this person. Okay. Now it simply means two heads are better than one. Correct? ये तो हमने सुना है कई बार. Two heads are better than one. Yes or no? Ranveer, wait. Have you heard this or no? Two heads are better than one.
Yes.
Yeah. Which means कि एक जन सोचे उससे बेहतर है कि दो तीन जन साथ में सोचेंगे. That will be easier. It will solve. We will come up with more ideas, suggestions. So then what we do when we are going to have an intervention, we basically make a nice group, we decide what we want to talk, and then we interact with that one person who is going through trouble. Vanchika, you're writing something, is it?
Yes, I'm writing the meaning.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then what happens is, instead of this person listening to only one individual or one by one individual in separate times, everybody gets together and says, listen, we are all here to talk to you. So one, sit straight, please. Listen, we are all here to talk to you. So you need to listen to us. So today we are going to have a small drama. Okay. I have written up each person's dialogue, and it has a lot of phrases in it. Okay. Each of you is going to read your dialogue with the phrases in it and also enact an entire intervention scene. Ready? Agreed? Shall we do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
that's what it is. Okay. So what I have written here, this is time for intervention. Okay. 4 friends are chatting with each other. It is time for intervention. These friends feel they need to share their feelings with this one friend who seems to have become a little difficult or tough with his emotions due to some issues at his workplace. Ranveer, please write later. This is not writing time, this is listening time. Okay? Children, please put down your pen. Not to write now. I will send you this PPT if you want, but don't write anything right now. Okay? Please. We will listen so the interaction will be more interesting. All right? Now, in your last week, all of you had learned the importance of accent. Yes? You all also learned the importance of reading in a certain manner. Correct? That where should you stress on the word, where should you pause, where should you stop, why a particular way of reading is more effective than these friends feel they need to share their feelings with one friend who seems to have become difficult, tough with his emotions due to the issues at his workplace. That's terrible. I think even as reading, I was finding it boring. I don't know how you felt when you heard it. But if I read it like this, these friends feel they need to share their feelings with this one friend who seems to have become a little difficult or tough with his emotions due to issues at his workplace. You understand this way of reading better, isn't it? Instead of the monotonous way of reading. मतलब एक ही टोन में कोई चेंज नहीं, ऐसे ही कुछ तो रीड कर दिया, उसमें कोई मजा नहीं है. So then all the friends gather at one place and speak up with him. Are we ready to start? Yes. Vanchika, you have your dialogues.
Yeah.
Vihan, if you sit down, you can read your dialogues. If you don't sit down, then I will read your dialogues. Subhan, you have your dialogues. And Ranveer, you are that friend जिसका भी intervention होने वाला है. Okay? Ready? You are that tough person. You are that difficult friend who is having issues at his workplace and तुम्हारा भी intervention होने वाला है. ठीक है? Okay, agreed? चले? चलो, let's start.
Yes.
जिसका भी नाम आता है स्क्रीन में वो उसको अच्छे से रीड करेगा. ओके, स्टार्ट. वंशिका.
Ma'am.
Yes,
I must say, Ranveer, it's a hard nut
What
to
is it?
Hey.
Ma'am, I wanted to say, so if my names come, even I should read it, or they will read it. Because
Dude.
you said I'm the one who's going to have the
So
intervention.
what? You can definitely talk even if it is your intervention. तो तुमको उनके लिए हाँ ना तो बोलना पड़ेगा ना कि चुपचाप ऐसे बैठ के सुनते रहोगे, ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा. You also have to open your mouth. So don't worry. Let's start with Vanshika. Yes, Vanshika, start.
I must say, Ranveer is a hard nut to crack.
It means
He is a... Okay.
okay. So now what
Now
will
should I
happen
read
is-
the meaning?
Yes. Every phrase that comes here will have a hyphen like this. So when you come across this hyphen, you will say, I mean, he is a difficult person. Okay. So each time you're reading the phrase, you're also reading the meaning of it. So each time the hyphen comes, you're going to say, I mean. Okay. Vihan. Shh. Vanchika, start again.
Okay. I must say, Ranveer is a hard nut to crack. I mean, he's a difficult person.
Subhan.
Now, Vanshika, what do you mean by that? I mean, just spill the beans. Yeah,
Wait.
I mean, just explain.
Remember, जब ये hyphen आएगा तब I mean बोलना है. Okay, not at the start of it. Now, Vanshika, what do you mean by that? Just spill the beans. I mean, just explain. Okay? Vihan.
Well, in a nutshell, in a short few words, Ranveer needs to open up to talk.
Yes? In a nutshell, I mean, in a short few words, Ranveer needs to open up. Open up what? A dabba? A school bag? A bucket
Basically,
of water?
open up that...
No. When you
Spill
say
the
open
beans.
up, means talk. Come on, talk. That is the meaning of open up. Okay? Just spill the beans. Means, chalo yaar, bata do na kya hai, what is the big secret? Just explain na. Spill the beans. Okay? In a nutshell. How many of you have seen a nutshell? Nutshell तो छोटा सा होता है, right? Yeah. So in a nutshell, matlab, in short. Got it? Now you see how you can use these phrases in a sentence when you're just talking to your friends. Chalo, let's go next. Aao bhai, intervention.
Okay. Come on, guys. I do not hit the roof. I mean, get extremely angry or go bananas. I mean, go crazy. It's okay to blow one stop. I mean, to lose your temper at times.
Nice, well read, well read. Yes, I mean correctly use किया. So hit the roof means what? जाके roof को hit करने का क्या? No, means really angry. Okay. So you can tell this to your sister or your brother. Please don't hit the roof. You know, you can use that, and I'm sure you can use that many times. You can also use the other one. This one looks like he's gone bananas. You can use that, no? I think my brother's gone bananas today.
Gone banana.
No, all of us can say that. Vihan can say that to his pet. I think, what is your pet's name, Vihan? I forgot. You can say, I think he's got bananas today. He's just going round and round and round in the house. Yeah? Okay. And blow one stop. Does that mean you actually put one bomb here and blow it? No. It means to heavily lose your temper. Okay?
Blow and stop.
Next. Who's next? Vanshika.
Okay. I understand that being friends should be a piece of cake. I mean, a very easy task. But you run out of steam or get tired and run into a buzzsaw. I mean, enter unexpected problems very easily.
You should, at the times, learn to let your hair down. I mean, relax and enjoy as well.
See, Vanshika has already let her hair down. She is already relaxing and enjoying. Yeah. So many times you will see that actually using those words in the real sense also becomes a phrase. So to let your hair down. जब हम बहुत हेवी काम कर रहे हैं ना, ऐसे बाल वाल सब बांध के ऐसे रखते हैं और काम करते रहते हैं. जब relax होके, when you're sitting on the sofa, you're spreading out your hands, legs, and you also open up your hair. Yeah, usually women do that if you're going to let your hair down. Guys, you already have short hair, so it's already let down. So that's fine, right? Now think of piece of cake. It's very easy to bite into a piece of cake, isn't it? Yeah?
Yes.
Usually, do you have to bite hard into a cake? No. Matlab, you can just cut it with your finger also. That's so easy. When you cut, you don't really need a knife. You can just cut it with your finger also. No? It's such an easy task. So what is Vanshika saying? Being friends should ideally be a very easy task. You know? It should be a piece of cake. But Ranveer, you run out of steam. Means you get very tired. You run into a buzz saw. What is a buzz saw? वो इलेक्ट्रिक सॉ देखा है ना, ऐसे करके शुरू करते हैं तो bzzz वो स्टार्ट होता है. That is a buzz saw.
We started pounding.
Yes. Are you all getting the words one by one? Are you getting the phrases one by one? Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Next, dialogue. Ranveer.
Okay. I am all ears. I mean, listening willingly. So go ahead.
Now, this is one sentence you children must say to your parents every day. Okay, I am all yours. The moment parents start saying something, please say this. Okay, I am all yours. मतलब मैं इसे सुन नहीं रही हूँ. I am willingly listening. Okay? Can you all try that? Okay, I am all yours.
Okay, I'm all yours.
Next. Vihan.
I hope you are aware that we now are not wet being our ear inspected our imitator.
Ah, wait a minute. I made a mistake in writing that. It is not. 1 minute, children. My mistake. Not wet behind. Okay. So when I say I'm not wet behind my ears. Now, how often do we see that we are wet behind our ears?
Oh,
Behind the ears कब wet होता है?
I'm by taking bath.
मैम
Correct.
जब पसीना होता है.
पसीना होता है. Correct. Very good. Good point. Okay. पसीना होता तो उसको तो हम रोक नहीं सकते हैं, वो अपने से बहेगा. नहाते समय भी हम रोक नहीं सकते, पानी अपने से बहेगा. But if you're careless, you will leave it wet behind your ears, right? क्योंकि सामने सामने you can't see it, so you're going to leave it wet behind your ears. So that means लगता है पहली बार नहा के आया है. ये देखो इधर सब गीला है, अभी तक यहाँ से पानी टपक रहा है. मम्मी ने कभी तो बोला होगा ना. Now all of you take a shower on your own. मम्मी ने कभी तो बोला होगा ना, ए ध्यान नहीं दिया क्या? Water is dripping from here. Haven't you cleaned up well? Huh? Now.
No, ma'am. My hair is always wet.
If you are clear and if all this is dry and clean, what does it mean? You are experienced now. You are
Yeah,
not
we know.
immature now. Now you know it will happen. So you're going to take extra care. So Vihan is telling Ranveer, I hope you
join
are
your
aware.
session.
Yes, Padma teacher has joined. Yes, thanks to
Hello,
her.
Padma ma'am.
I am not
Hello.
sure if
Hello, Padma ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Continue your class. We shall talk later. Continue your
yes,
class.
thank you, Vihan.
Ma'am.
So it means
Thanks,
that
ma'am.
you are not wet behind your ears, which means भाई मुझे पता है, मुझे सफाई रखना है. I know I have to clean, so I'm not very inexperienced or immature. चलो Subhan. Subhan, I'm not going to call out your name. You have to pay attention here, okay?
We know that lately you got your hand dirty. I mean, did an unpleasant work and had to pay an arm for it. I mean, give a high price for it.
Did you get it? Yeah, समझ में आ रहा है? Got your hands dirty. So when you're actually doing a lot of work, your hands are going to get dirty, right? But when you
Yes.
actually use it as a phrase, means you have done something unpleasant. Okay? So I think you've got your hands dirty. It can also be used when you are actually potting a plant. जब हम गमला में plant लगाएंगे, तब भी it can get dirty. Okay? But हम जब कुछ गलत काम करेंगे, that time also I can use the phrase, I think you got your hands dirty with something. Yeah? And had to pay an arm for it. We can also use the word leg for it. I had to pay a leg for it. I had to pay an arm for it. It means I had to pay a heavy price for it. बहुत महंगा पड़ा भाई. ये गलत काम करना मुझको बहुत महंगा पड़ा. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? Let's see. Let's see what is Shika going to advise next.
We all understand that you were lately stiff-necked, I mean stubborn, and became a bad egg or not trustworthy.
Understood? See, usually when you pick a egg, you think yeah, egg अच्छा ही रहेगा. But वो egg को फोड़ने का पता चलता है ना, the egg खराब है. So now it's a bad egg. So you trusted the egg from the outside, but जब उसको फोड़ा तो क्या दिखा? It's a bad egg. Right? See how actual life practices get into phrases. Yes? Stiff-necked. Now look at how I'm sitting. Yeah, stiff-necked. Stubborn. मुझे नहीं ऐसे लेफ्ट भी घूम के देखना, मुझे नहीं ऐसे कुछ भी किधर भी घूम के देखना. मैं तो ऐसे ही बैठे रहूंगी. I'm very stubborn. I'm very stiff-necked. See how actual life में जो होता है उसको हम अप्लाई करते हैं phrases में. Yeah? Let's see whose dialogue is it next. Hey, Subhan, your color is matching with your t-shirt, huh? The color I chose for you. Nice. Bolo, bolo.
Ma'am, my pant is blue only.
Okay. Chalo, your turn. Bolo. Say your dialogue.
It, it is time for you to snap out. I mean, come back to sense and get in shape. I mean, get fit.
Correct.
I am.
This is right, no? Snap out. Snap means what? ये देखो ऐसे चुटकी. Right? This is a snap. Right? चुटकी बजाओ. Snap out of it. कई बार when we are just dreaming and sitting like that, अगर कोई ऐसे चुटकी बजाता है तो you just come back to your senses, right? So come on, snap out of it. So you can use that in a phrase that you don't really need to be lost in your thoughts for someone to do that and you snap out of it. If you have been doing some work for too long, which is unpleasant, you can still tell that friend of yours or that other person, come on, you've been getting your hands dirty with something for way too long. Snap out of it. Yes, Ranveer, you want to say something?
Ma'am, now look what I'm going to do. What Subhan said, I'm going to do that. I come back to my senses. I'm fit.
Get back in shape means get fit. चलो चलो सीधा सोचो, अभी बस हो गया, बहुत टाइम पास कर लिया. आ जाओ भाई, इंटरवेंशन भाई साहब.
Guys, thank you for your words that are touching my heart. I mean, emotionally affecting me, and for bringing a change in my heart. I mean, change my opinion about my decisions.
Yeah, we have used this word quite often, no? This phrase, it touched my heart, है ना? कुछ भी एकदम बहुत हमें अच्छा लगा, तो ये दिल को छू गया. It doesn't always need to be something. It can be a person's action as well. It can be someone very beautifully singing as well. It can be someone just coming and tell you, I love you, you've been really nice. ऐसे भी कोई बोलता है, तो it touches your heart, no? So what does it mean that touches your heart? It is emotionally affecting you. मतलब एकदम दिल को छू गया. It went आर पार. Bringing a change in my heart means changing the way I now think. All right?
Not changing the arteries and veins.
Vihan, your turn.
I hope you now realize that your old hat, old fashioned, bottom of the barrel, low quality choices actually made you a couch potato. Lazy person.
Okay. So old hat. He's an old hat. Means he's an old fashioned person. Okay. Now, many of the times you will see that some people, the way they dress, okay, you will feel they are an old hat or they are an old fashioned person. Okay. Now, ये phrase कहाँ से आता है? long ago, आजकल बहुत कम लोग ऐसा करते हैं, but once upon a time, you know, even like 50-60 years ago, wearing a hat used to be a style statement, a fashion statement. आज भी बहुत कम लोग पहनते हैं hat because they like that as a fashion statement. So, but you still call it an old hat. Now it has become more like an old fashion, but some people call it classy today and they still would like to wear it. Bottom of the barrel. Barrel means what? How many of you know what's a barrel? Yes, Vanshika.
A barrel is like something like a keg or something.
Keg, yeah, correct. You said the right word, a keg. A huge container. Yeah. Usually in villages, you will see a barrel. Okay. You will see a huge wooden barrel or a metal barrel in which people stock अनाज को उसमें stock करके रखते हैं. Or there are also liquor barrels where that is the way you actually make liquor. You have to conserve or preserve it into those barrels and then you keep it for a few days and then they get converted. So a barrel is a huge container. Sometimes they are like 2 or 3 feet tall. Okay, almost up to your shoulder height. Or almost up to your waist height. So they are called barrels. Bottom of the barrel means सबसे barrel के नीचे में, which means जो सबसे residue रहता है ना, वो barrel के नीचे में रहता है. जो बचा कुचा रहता है वो सबसे नीचे में रहता है, right? So that usually is low quality. And that's where this phrase comes from. Yeah. Bottom of the barrel means सबसे poor quality के choices किए हैं तुमने रणवीर. And your choices have now made you a couch potato. Couch potato means what? Couch means sofa. Potato means something that's just staying there in one place. Couch potato means sofa में बैठे रहते हो lazy person की तरह हमेशा. So what is Vihan saying? I hope now you realize that your old hat, I mean old fashioned, bottom of the barrel, I mean low quality choices actually made you a couch potato, a lazy person. Let's see what Subhan is going to tell you.
All things considered, I mean, talking everything into condensation.
Talking.
I hope
Talking.
we are now on the same.
Hello, it's not talking.
Taking everything into condensation.
Condensation. No condensation.
I hope.
Consideration.
Go slow.
Consideration.
Yes.
I hope we are page. I mean, in the argument.
Argument. Da? Hello? What? तुम left से right देख रहे हो, right से left देख रहे हो? What's argument? A-R.
Ma'am, no. Sorry. Agreement.
Agreement? Hello? Nobody will help him. It's not like Subhan doesn't know this word. He's completely gone. He's gone off his head. I think he has lost his marbles.
Ma'am, I was saying agreement. You are saying argument.
Yes, agreement. Yeah. So when I say all things considered, it means taking everything into consideration, considering everything around. I hope we are now on the same page. Literally on the same page. मतलब तुम भी इधर ही हो और मैं भी इधर ही हूँ. मतलब क्या हुआ? We are in agreement. Now, most of the times, your parents do expect you to be on the same page as them. Oops, what did I just say? Is that true or false? Do your parents usually expect you to be on the same page as them?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes no.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes,
same
no.
page means sailing in the same boat. Also.
Yes.
Sailing in the same boat is not being on the same page.
Sometimes whatever.
I think it's in the same situation.
Sailing in the same boat means more to do with the situation. Okay. I think I am in a soup today. मतलब आज तो पूरा गड़बड़ हो गया है. I am in soup means आज गड़बड़ है. Okay. बेसिकली सूप में क्या होता है? हम सब सब्जियों को मिला देते हैं, उसको एक चोन करते हैं और वो सूप बन गया, right? Yeah. So I am in soup means I am in multiple things together. That's the basic meaning of it. Okay. Now you and I are sailing in the same boat. Means मेरा जो आज का condition है, वही तुम्हारा भी condition है. So you or I are sailing on the same boat. We need not be on the same page, even though we are sailing in the same boat. Okay. All right. We both may be in trouble. But
same situation.
We'll have a difference of opinion. But when we are in agreement, when we are on the same page, means we both are having the same opinion. Okay. Now, we both are sailing in the same boat means हम दोनों का trouble same है. तुम्हारा भी चप्पल टूट गया, मेरा भी चप्पल टूट गया. Oh dear, we both are sailing in the same boat. तुम्हारे पास भी शॉपिंग करने के और पैसा कम पड़ गया, मेरे भी शॉपिंग करने के और मेरा भी पैसा कम पड़ गया. Oh dear, we are both sailing in the same boat. Okay. But when I say we are on the same page, it means both of us have the same opinion about the same thing. These are two different phrases and will be used separately. Okay. Am I clear, Vanshika? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Chalo. Yes, Vanshika, your turn.
Buddy, it is now time for you to stop crying your eyes out or crying for too long. It's now time for you to catch someone's eye. I mean, attract attention.
Easy phrases. Mom must have used this on you for many times when you were much younger. Or mom must be, or dad must be using this phrase on your little one now. Stop crying your eyes out. कितनी देर से रो रहे हो? ऐसे लग रहा है अब आंख ही बह जाएगा. है कि नहीं? So crying your eyes out means crying for too long. So Ranveer, they are all trying to tell you, stop crying your eyes out. And start to catch someone's eye. Means कुछ ऐसा कर जाओ कि लोगों को नजर तुम पे आए. Yeah? Catch someone's eye means attract attention. Do something that someone is paying attention to what you are doing. Now, this is always in a nice way. Okay? ऐसे नहीं कि तुम उल्टा खड़े हो जाओ ना, everybody is looking at you. हाँ, योगा के पोज में वैसा खड़े रहोगे ना, तो उसको हम शीर्षासन बोल के it will be fine. But when you have to do football or beach field में तुम शीर्षासन करोगे, now that is not going to be very nice phrase to be used of catch someone's eye. Can you understand the difference that I'm trying to say? Yes. Are you all able to understand? Catch someone's eye means कुछ ऐसा कर जाओ कि सबकी नजर तुम पे आए, but in a positive way. Okay? Vihan, your turn. Vihan, are you there?
I could not agree anymore. Absolutely agree with Vanshika. Vijay has come to think out of the box, solve a problem. Creatively.
Creatively. You guys need to really clean up your tongue. It's all happening. So, I couldn't agree more. मतलब, correct. तुमने जो बोला एकदम correct था. Absolutely right. I completely agree with what you're saying. The time has come to think out of the box. Think out of the box means थोड़ा कुछ बाहर निकल के सोचो भाई. जब देखो एक ही boring type मत सोचो. Think out of the box. See, most of your class teachers will think out of the box to make the class more interesting. Yeah? Because otherwise you're going to start feeling bored in the class. Yes? Now, let's see whose turn is next.
I feel all of us are on point here. I mean, effective in our words and action.
On point here. We are all on point here. Matlab, we are all agreeing with the same effective words and action. Yes? Chalo, Ranveer.
Friends, I could not thank you enough. I mean, big thanks for you all to come ahead and be open about this whole issue. I know I am flat broke. I mean, have no money.
I think we lost Ranveer's network. 1 minute, 1 minute. Kids, wait. I think we lost Ranveer's network. His video has stopped. 1 minute. Ranveer, can you hear us? Okay, you're back.
Yes.
Please read it again. You were off network. Please read it again.
Okay. Friends, I could not thank you enough. I mean, big thanks for you all to come ahead and be open about this whole issue. I know I am flat broke. I mean, have no money. But it is time for me to saddle up. I mean, get ready for a ride and burn that midnight oil. I mean, work really hard.
Yeah, nice. Nice one. I could not thank you enough. How often do we say this to our parents? Relentlessly, they keep doing things for us every day. How often can we say that? Parents, mama, dada, I could not thank you enough. मतलब मैं कितना भी thank you बोलूं कम है. Okay? I am flat broke. मतलब I have zero money. Saddle up. अच्छा, saddle कहाँ use होता है? कौन बताएगा? Where does a saddle get used? Horse. Correct. Horse. See, saddle up is something that we say when we have to saddle a horse. But see how it is getting used in a phrase? Get ready for a ride. That is the meaning. मतलब चलो, काम पे लगो अभी. Get ready. saddle up, get ready to work and burn that midnight oil. मतलब हम दिन भर तो ट्यूबलाइट एंड ऑयल लगा के लाइट लगा के पढ़ाई करते हैं. Now during our final exams it's time to burn the midnight oil. मतलब अब रात में भी दिया लगा के काम करने का टाइम आ चुका है. It simply means we have to work a lot harder. Yes, yes, Ranveer, you're raising your hand. You want to say something?
I wanted to say two things. The first thing, uh, get ready for a ride. Matlab, when we are going in a roller coaster or when we are going for a ride out, drive outside.
That
And
also
then
means
the
get ready.
second,
1 minute, 1 minute. That also means get ready for a ride. But when I say it is time for you to saddle up, I would usually use that phrase when it is time for you to get ready to do some hard work. Okay? If you have to go on a joy ride, I'm not going to say get ready for a ride or actually use a phrase. Okay? I'll just say chalo chalo, let's get ready for the ride. But when I actually use the word, or sorry, the phrase saddle up, I mean it's time for some hard work to be done. Okay? Yes, Ranvi, you had some second thing to say. Go ahead.
the second thing, while when we were doing all this phrase, I got to know another phrase, which is I present this project from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, yes, that's also a nice phrase. I do this for you from the bottom of my heart. मतलब क्या? Auricle ventricle खोल के उसके अंदर जाके लेके आए कि क्या? No, no. It's a phrase. It's an expression. It's a feeling, right? So when you use it in a sentence, it'll be very nice. Like I did this for you with a lot of efforts. Instead, if I say, I did this for you from the bottom of my heart. This sounds better, no? When I use a phrase, it makes a whole new dimension to that sentence. Yes, Ranveer, nice phrase. Yes, Vanchika, say.
I want to say that I actually had a different meaning on midnight oil, which 50% can go with it. So, like, I thought ki, at night we make something with oil, so we jo bhi khaya, have to burn that while by working really hard.
Okay, fine. That's sweet. That's sweet. Matlab, see, typically, this is a phrase that has evolved over time. Okay, आज के तारीख में कौन midnight oil लेके बैठता है बताओ? तुम एक switch on करो तो ट्यूबलाइट on होता है, right? So you can say it's time to switch on the midnight tubelight. But you rather say very nicely a classy one, which is midnight oil, because these phrases have come and evolved along with the English language. Okay, तो 100, 200, 300, 400 साल पुराने phrases है ये. Okay, तो उस जमाने में Thomas Edison had still not invented light. There was still time. Yeah. So in those days, even during the day, if you were in a dark room, you would have to light a lamp. And how will you light a lamp? By pouring oil. जैसे हम दिया लगाते हैं भगवान के सामने, right? Or you burn a candle, right? So now you still use the same phrase that has continued over ages. So now when I say you have to burn the midnight oil, doesn't mean चल के एक दिया में तेल डालो, उसमें बाती डालो और उसको लगाओ और बैठ के पढ़ाई करो. No, no, no. It means you have to work really hard. मतलब दिन में काम कर लिया, अभी you have to work in midnight also. इतना देर तक बैठ के काम करना पड़ता है. So when you see your parents working, you will know that they are working really hard. You can use this phrase with them. Papa, Mummy, I know you're burning the midnight oil. You can use this phrase with them. Right? Yes? Yes, no, maybe so. Vanchika is checking something else into the screen. Yeah? No?
None. There was just a bit neglect, so I had to look at it, the change a bit.
Okay, cool. So we have almost come to the close of the class today. Now, what I want you all to do is, I want you all to make any 5 sentences, okay, of your choice, of any phrases of your choice. Okay, I am going to send this PP to you all. ओके ये जो आज पीपीटी हमने देखा ना, मैं ये तुम सबको भेजने वाली हूँ. Okay, so you all can read through it, see how these words were used. If you want to keep it as a ready reckoner means a book or a page that is handy. Okay, this may not be used as a phrase, but still I feel a ready reckoner is a phrase. Why? Because it can become a ready reckoner only if I make it a ready reckoner, right? Matlab, a book or a page or an information that is very handy to use whenever I want it immediately. मतलब मम्मी के पास किचन का सामान का लिस्ट रेडी रेकनर टाइप रहता है हमेशा, राइट? तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारा स्टेशनरी का लिस्ट हमेशा रेडी रेकनर टाइप रहता है. ये खत्म हो गया, ये खत्म हो गया, आई नीड टू बाय दिस, आई नीड टू बाय दिस, आई नीड टू बाय दिस. बट that ready reckoner हमें बनाना पड़ता है, correct? Then it becomes your ready reckoner. Yes, Vanshika, I want to say something.
Yes, ma'am. So, do we have to make sentences with the idioms in the PPT or any of them?
Any of your choice. This PPT I'm going to send off to you so you can use them at some point of time in your communication, in your conversation. So, अगर तुम्हें ये similar situation याद आया, then what you can do? You can actually go back to this PPT and say, Arey, I have seen this somewhere. I just want to see how it was used in a sentence. You can come back over here. Yeah?
Yes.
But you can also, these are just like 10, 15 lines. You can just write it in your grammar book and also leave it over there. See, today you also learned a new word called intervention. And at some point of time, we all as human beings, we as adults have done intervention for our friends and family. You children may also have to get into that situation where you are going to face an intervention, or you might be a part of the group that's going to do an intervention. Either ways, you know what wonderful words you can use. Yes, Ranveer, you want to say something?
Ma'am, again, I had to say two things. The first thing is that we can use the midnight oil thing. Like for my exams, I was burning the midnight oil.
That's nice. That's nice. But one more thing I'm now going to say. तुम्हारे sentence में ना, please make sure. So, Vanshika, which grade are you in now?
Ma'am, I've just got promoted to 8.
8.
Like in June.
Ranveer, Vihan, Subhan have all just gone to 7th. Your sentence must have 7 or 8 words in it. Okay? जितना तुम्हारा ग्रेड है उतने का तो सेंटेंस होना चाहिए. Yes? Please don't make sentences with 3 or 4 words in it. Your sentence must have minimum of 7 or 8 words in it. Okay? तभी अच्छा बड़ा सा sentence बनेगा. All right, got it? Now you can choose to use any phrases you want. You can use the ones that we have said here in the PPT, or you can also use the phrases that come to your mind. Either ways, I want 5 phrases with your own sentences. Okay? So write it after class and send it to me today. All right? Padma ma'am, anything that you would want to share or close for today?
I have to say a second.
Ranveer, no writing now. Please do it after class. Wait. I think Padma ma'am is not there. Okay. So anybody else? How did you like today's session? Do you have any feedback?
It is good today.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Why not? You connected from mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to use the PPT. No. So I'm on my laptop. So she's on her phone.
Yes, any comments for the lesson? Vihan, how did you find the lesson?
It's good. Good, ma'am.
Today's session was good?
Yes.
Thank you. Vanshika, your feedback. You think I should have improved somewhere, or should I give you more such phrases?
Ma'am, it was perfect. And now, so like in our school, we have these plays for each word we have. So if they tell that Vanchika, you got the job to write the dialogue, so I'll be confident with that.
You must write. You must use phrases in that sentence. Then लगता है कि actual अच्छा सा play बना है. वरना it will just look like one drama. You want to write a play, then you must use good phrases in it. Yes, Ranveer, your feedback, please.
Ma'am, I would say it was amazing.
Okay, can you say that in a phrase?
Just fun. Um, um, I think for today's PPT, you really burned the midnight oil.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let's
Midnight oil, your midnight oil or Kavita ma'am's midnight oil?
Um, anyone's.
It burned. Whose midnight oil, Ranveer? Kavita mom's or yours?
Kavita ma'am.
Yes, Vanchika, bolo bolo.
Ma'am, I could see that today, say, by learning about idioms, I reached the top of the world.
Oh,
I
yeah,
reached the top of-
nice. I reached the top of the world. That's nice. That's nice. Yes, Subhan, what would you like to say?
Like to say that today's session was nice, and I would like the play that you have shown us. I was
Would like to do
thinking
that
if
play. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Let's see if we can do that in our class sometime. Okay, sure.
Hmm.
Cool. Good. Anything else, children? Can I expect about 5 phrases in your
yes,
own sentences in another half an hour from now?
Yes.
no,
Yes? Okay.
Why no,
Yes.
Vihan?
I want to. Yes, I want to learn our few phrases.
Okay, right.
You want-
Write and send in half an hour.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Padma ma'am?
Right. Very, very nice session.
Thank you.
I liked it,
Cool, good,
especially the story.
good.
Ma'am,
Yes.
And all the phrases were wisely used by all the children in the story.
Yes, yes. Children are smart. They just need to
ma'am, but we
understand
did
where
not
to put
use
that
ma'am
smartness,
wrote
how
it
to
for
apply
us.
it.
That's why I said in the bracket in the story.
Okay.
All will use
Done.
now.
Thank you so much, kids. Thank you for your
I think I
time.
have
Thank you
done
for
an
your time.
intervention for my friend.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I have
I
told you to
think I
write
have done
5
an
sentences.
intervention for my friend, not my phrases.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
now we are waiting to read your sentences.
See, I
5
have
sentences.
told you to write 5 sentences. Don't box yourself. Okay. Don't box yourself to 5. Go out of the box, think out of the box, and see if you want to write a play, you want to write a short story, you want to make it 10 sentences. It's all up to you. Okay. How you want to get creative is entirely in your hands. All right. Got it? Yes. Chalo. Oh, I think my this thing stopped. I think my network stopped.